Don't make a sound. Bandages. Medicine. Where are they?
Set design for this was absolutely stunning. I guess let's set design more. The location itself was stunning. It just looks so authentic and so real, and I love where it takes place, and I just like how it works, and it high key feels like a very well made period piece. I think it was really cool. I think the two actresses have really great chemistry. I like how it kind of has the flip where if like, the one with the gun is robbing her and then they end up, like kind of hitting it off. Like what are the odds of that? So I thought that was really cool. So it being a love story after like an attempted robbery was not what I was expecting, but I thought it was really cool and a very good turn of pace, turn of events, because I feel like it kind of helped to characterize the girl in the cabin pretty well. I think it kind of showed, maybe she was a little bit sheltered and this was maybe like her chance to finally try and, put herself out there, even if it is something as crazy as helping out the person who held her at gunpoint. So I thought that was really cool.
I thought it was a really sweet, slow building love story. It was really suspenseful in parts with the officer coming into her home and looking for our fugitive. So that had me on the edge of my seat. I loved the chemistry between the two characters. It was very sweet and subtle, and just little glances here and there. You could tell that they had something more between the two. So yeah, I appreciated that. I thought their chemistry was really good. I loved the ending. I thought it was really cute with her holding up the former fugitive with a gun just as she was held up before. And it's just the smiles on their faces closing out the film. I thought that was awesome. It was left up for interpretation a little bit. We weren't sure if maybe our main character left her life to go live out a more fugitive life with her lover, or if she was just meeting up to say hi. But I like that it was open for interpretation. I kind of used my imagination there.
Aside from the plot and performances, both of which are so very good, my favorite takeaways are the set design, which really takes us back to this period and shows how a kind of minimalist approach can really go such a long way still. And definitely the score. The music has such a gentle tenderness to it that aligns beautifully with what these two characters, these two women, are experiencing.
I really liked the use of lighting and music to create a very warm and light-hearted vibe, despite the main character being robbed and the other character being shot. It was very like enemies to lovers, and I really liked the overall aesthetic of like kind of like a Western film. I think they accomplished that really well. You could really use, I mean, you could really see the sweet budding romance, especially while the wound was being cleaned, and also in the way that they each saved each other in different ways in the middle and the end. I thought it was really sweet and simple and overall very to the point.
A really good representation of a different time. And then you add the story into it, and I think that it's just so compelling because, especially when you put it in context of a different time, things were so much harder that have become way more acceptable today, especially with regarding like gender roles, how people view what women can do in society, things like that that have all changed so much. So I liked putting it in kind of a different time frame to really illustrate if that's how you felt, if that's who you were, if that's what you wanted back in a different time period, it was so much harder and you had to fight so much more and you had so much more at risk because the stakes were so much higher. And I think that this did such a great job of really illustrating that and really being delicate of that, but also being authentic with it at the same time.
Neat how it takes place in a historical context. I appreciated the attention to detail in the props and the setting, and I thought it was very beautiful visually. It definitely drew me in, made me really curious. Acting was great. For the first half, there's no lines, but you can definitely feel that this character is real and their emotions and something is at stake for them. And I think it's really, really great how it unfolds in the short film, and it is very much contained within the time limit as well. But we could definitely see this being a longer story potentially with the same characters, which I think is also cool.